You idiot! What with the government? You fool! You fool! You fool! Fucking idiot! About more you about things. She wants to work with police.
Get off me! Whoa! What? Come here!
And you stood there and what?
I want to say to her friend to ring
You
his
didn't do
friend.
nothing. A 12-year-old girl, and you didn't do nothing.
Go away, man, go away. What I'm saying is, her friend.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Predator OBE here, and you have a quick one. Real Talk True Season. Now, I wanted to play that video, but I wanted to talk about it in chunks because a lot of people's going around saying, once again, look at the way the police officers are carrying on. There was one police officer grabbing up the girl and everything, and I'm like, in the minimal force that he did, I felt like he acted and he had conducted it appropriately. I'm not going to lie to that kind of thing. He was holding her arms. He was trying to let her know that she was under arrest because they found out that she had an offensive weapon and she was involved in a fight. What do you want them to do? If two police officers show up and they're males and there's no females at the time and she's got an offensive weapon, then they've got to do their duties. We can't keep sitting there and throwing stones at, oh, but she's a female and all the rest of it. If that female had a brick, had a stick, had a knife, and she was trying to aggressively trying to attack someone, we wouldn't be saying that right now. We'd be saying, raw, someone's just been stabbed and all the rest of it. So we need to understand the understandings of police sometimes and the policing. Yes, they do get things wrong. Yes, we can get onto them, but at the same time, we need to start looking at ourselves and saying, raw, like, do you know what? To what degree are they allowed to do their job? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? To what degree? And now let's pitch into it a little bit further in the sense of this young girl. Obviously, she's on crud. Obviously, she's on hype, disrespectful, shouting, being aggressive. I don't care what anyone's got to say. Like, we don't know the full extent of the situation. But if you are put in a situation where there's police there, you're half getting handcuffed, there seems like no fear or no worry into this girl's mind to say, Rod, you know what? Let me calm down. Where was the actual community to start supporting this girl now, which is what I want to get onto in the sense of calming this young girl down. There was a woman talking to another guy saying that, do you know what, we need to be calming the situation down. And this is the reason why we don't have a community, because as we are trying to calm down the situation to find out what's going on, you've got two people in the community now swearing at each other, arguing with each other. And it just goes to show, if we can't deal with certain situations as adults, how do we expect our young people to act accordingly, and if not, to be respectful? So now you've got this young girl seeing everyone shouting around her, hyping up, police are saying get off of her, and all the rest of it. It's only encouraging her behaviour to act even more wild. What we need to be doing is saying, do you know what, police officer, you've got her. We understand. Can we understand a little bit further on what's going on with the situation? Where are you taking her? Someone was right. Someone should have been calling their mum or her parents. And this is the reasons why I say, where are the parents? Don't worry, I'll wait. Where are the parents? So you got a group of young people running around on the streets and everyone keeps saying the same thing like, call the parents, call the parents. Where are the parents? And these are the kind of things where if we're going to be mobilizing and trying to be a community, then we need to start being a part of the community. There's too many times where you want to go off and do what you want to do on a Sunday, brunches and all the rest of it. Like I said, your children's 16, 17, 18, you feel like, oh, they're adults now, they're grown, but they're still living within your care. And you must know your child to a certain degree if they're smoking, if they're taking drugs, if they're coming home telling you about gang affiliations in the sense of they've been run down. They've got people kind of trying to knock on the door, trying to look for them. Parents, we go through this every single day, so don't be blindsided. And this is the kind of times when we don't have a community. How can we have a community? How can we expect the police to respect us if we're in them kind of situations and we can't even calm down our own people? We can't even calm down the community and say, do you know what? What's going on? Get this girl to the side and say, stop that. What are you doing? Behave yourself. You're a woman. I know your mum, rare for her to calm down. Ask the police officer, is there any way that we can assist and help? Because that's what the community is meant to be about. Not about meant to be quickling and everyone's quarreling and arguing and people are filming and people have got their 2 pence please, because that doesn't solve the situation. That girl still got taken. She still got arrested. But what about the intervention? What about afterwards? How does the parents even find out? If their parents does find out, what's going on behind closed doors? Is that right girl getting the right support? And she just beat up someone now. Is there going to be retaliation? All these kind of things. So when we're there in the initial moment and we're like, oh my God, this was going on, rare, and we walk away and we go home, behind closed doors, police are still got to be investigating. This young girl might be getting charged now, but GBH or violent misconduct, or the ones there being abusive and being violent and in public, and all these kind of things that will lead to further things down the line, whether it's mental health, whether it's her being able to mobilize when she gets older, leaving the country, all these kind of rest of it. So it's about us being a community to say, listen, let's all be calm. I needed someone in that situation to just be like, let's just take this situation bit by bit. Let's calm down. Let's find out what's going on. Let's get her parents on the phone. Let's see if we can get down to the police station to make sure that she's not being spoken to or she's not being dealt with when there's not appropriate adult. These are the kind of things that we wave the flag all the time and say, but sometimes we never do it when we're actually in that situation. And this is a time when I'm looking at the whole community and I'm like, wow, we complain when there's stabbings. We complain when our young people are fighting. And we're like, where's the community? Where's the people? But when the community is actually there, it seems like we don't do nothing anyway, apart from escalate it and make it even worse by pointing fingers now at the police when they've come here to do their job. What do you want them to do? Someone's called the police. So the police has come, that they've responded, which we say that they don't respond and they're always too late. Now they've actually got here, we're complaining about how they actually delivered their work, how they actually came about it. And I think like they didn't do anything wrong. But what's you guys' thoughts? Do you believe that the police was wrong in the way that they gripped up the girl? Do you believe that the girl was wrong and she needs to have some sort of discipline? And obviously she ain't got no discipline within inside her household. Do you believe that we as a community, we could have done better in that situation instead of arguing with each other and now telling each other to F off while that situation is happening so she can hear that and she's getting fueled by that? And there's other young people watching it as well. What do you think they're feeling? What do you think they're thinking in the sense of, okay, cool, this is the kind of way that I have to act. If I don't act like this, then I'm going to be brutalized. I'm going to be a victim. So all of our young people are watching this. All the community's watching this. And no one's sitting there saying, what is the ripple effect on all these traumas about all these people that are seeing this? What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.